Hi guys, this is Sai Kumar Kurtiwada. This is my new series on React tutorials. In this video, we will learn about the introduction to React. So what exactly React is and why we have to use React and what are the advantages of React and what are the prerequisites we need when we are using React. So let me quickly jump into another slide. So here we'll learn what is a React. Actually speaking, React is a JavaScript UI library. It is mainly focused on developing attractive and reusable components. In general, what React helps is it helps us to create an attractive components and attractive UI elements. So that's where the React is used. And sometimes React is also referred as a JavaScript framework. So actually speaking, React is a library, but whenever you are developing some set of bigger applications, you will be combining this React library with another libraries. So that's how you will combine, and at that particular time we can call this React as a framework. So sometimes it is also referred as a framework. And now let me go into the next slide. We'll see React origin, where it came from and which year it has been started by whom. React started in year 2021 by Jordan Walke. He's a one of the Facebook developer, and React first used in Facebook newsfeed feature. So at the time of 2021, React first used by Facebook in newsfeed feature. So we have a newsfeed in Facebook. That whole page has been developed by using React. And the current version of React is 18.13.1. There is a miracle changes and there are a lot of changes after 16. We'll talk all of them, but as per the current documentation and as per the time of recording, the current version of React is 18.3.1 and the upcoming version of React, which is in beta version, that is 19.0.0. So that is the beta version which is upcoming, and it has many more features. And let me go into the next slide. Here, how React works and why the React is more famous in performance. So React uses virtual DOM for higher performance, and we'll learn what exactly the virtual DOM and real DOM. So here, real DOM is the DOM whatever we are seeing on our browser. But before that, what React does is there is a copy of your real DOM for the first time that will be equivalent to your virtual DOM. Later, if you do some changes, what it does is it will have a previous virtual DOM compared with the current virtual DOM, and whatever the difference you have, only the difference in between the previous virtual DOM and the current virtual DOM will be applied on your real DOM instead of changing all the structure of your DOM. So that is the benefit of React, and it helps a lot for our performance because you have a div with a h1 and a paragraph, and you have updated only the paragraph. So the virtual DOM, that is the previous virtual DOM, is a heading and a paragraph. Now the new virtual DOM will have heading and the changed paragraph. So if you compare your virtual previous DOM with the current DOM, that is the current virtual DOM, you will see a diff, and that is applied only for that paragraph, and that is where you can see this particular div applied on the real DOM without disturbing your div, without disturbing your h1 tags. So like that, the virtual DOM and real DOM will work, and that makes React more powerful. So let me go into the next slide. Let's talk about the advantages of using React. So React is a component based architecture. Actually speaking, whatever the reusable stuff you have, you can create it as a component, and that component can be injected into another component. So whole things will be running behind the components, and hence it is called as a component based architecture. And it uses the virtual DOM, which we discussed in the previous slide. It uses JSX, that is the combination of your JavaScript along with your HTML within a single function or a class. That is nothing but your JSX. JSX is also called as JavaScript extension. One of the advantage of React is fast rendering. Whenever you compare your virtual DOM with your previous virtual DOM and only the diff is applied on that particular real DOM, then the rendering will be very fast because it is not disturbing whole structure. Instead, it is only applying on the changes. And reusable components, you can create n number of components and you can use them at any point of time. You can inject into any of the other components whenever it is required instead of writing a bulky code. So that way React helps us in using a reusable component. And as I said, this is developed by Facebook, and if you see the GitHub, it has a very big, large community, and it provides a good ecosystem. You can use React with any other libraries and make your application more attractive and more functional. So coming to the learning part of React, it is very easy to learn because most of the things run behind the JavaScript. If someone is very good at JavaScript and HTML and CSS, it is very, very easy to understand React. And coming to the SEO friendly, React is an SEO friendly. You can create a search engine optimized applications, and that helps us to build your e-commerce application where you can search the things and your indexing can be the topmost priority in the applications which you are developing by using React. And React also helped us in creating mobile app development. But instead of using a React directly, we will use React Native. But in general, the React Native has the features of a mobile application development. Along with that, whatever the code, whatever the UI you want to render, you will be using React on top of it. So React is a library which is used on top of React Native, and it helps us to create a mobile application development. And if you want to have a full-fledged React framework, then Next.js is the one which acts like a full-fledged framework for our React. That's about your Next.js as a framework. We'll talk about Next.js in other playlists as well in the future, but for now, these are the advantages of React. So let me quickly jump into another slide. So let's talk about prerequisites. So how and what should be needed for us to use React and to build an application in React. Actually speaking, first major point you should know is you need to know about HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Not in a perfect manner, but at least you should have a basic understanding of these three. And I'm already in progress with provide the link in the description, the playlist which contains HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So you can cover all of them in your web development playlist. So there is an editor which we require where we can write our code of React, and that IDE or the editor which we are using is Visual Studio Code. There are many other IDEs also, you can use them, but I am bit flexible to use Visual Studio Code. And we need a node package manager. So how to download the node package manager and how to use the node package manager, I'll show you in the upcoming video, but you need to have a node package manager in your system. If you have the node package manager in your system, automatically you will be having an accessibility to your npx command. So we can use npx on top of node package manager, and we can create our React application within a single command. By using single command, we can create our React application with a boilerplate code, and we can run the application. So in the next video, I'll show you how to download node package manager, how to use Visual Studio Code, and also how to create your application. So that's it for this video. Hope you like my explanation. If you like my video, like, share, subscribe to my channel for more updates. Signing off. Thank you.